Hello folks, I had to redo this because I made an error and the fellow is using his combine and it's very distracting, and I'm going to make this shorter this time, unfortunately. Talk about two of the situations. The airborne, this is spread on sneezes, so it's not like AIDS, but it's not technically spread through the air, but it's still very infectious. That's what's going on there. Is this coming to the US and UK? Quite possibly. Uh, we have direct air flights in the US to West Africa. We have open borders to the south. As this remains out of control in countries like Liberia and Sierra Leone, it becomes more probable. I thought Liberia was in bad shape. They seem to have half of the cases, but I read a headline today, Sierra Leone can't account for over 1,000 cases. You might have to assume they died. If you factor this in to the calculations, it might push the actual death rate, mortality rate, back towards 90%, equal to the worst situation. This isn't the worst Ebola. I hear a story there was an actual airborne Ebola, but that situation was stopped. And before I redid this, I was going to talk about the numbers. Unfortunately, I hope not, but by Saturday, the actual death cases are probably going to approach 4,000. I haven't seen the latest figures today. What happens when I pick a day to do this? Now this is later in the morning. It's almost 10:30 here. Sometimes I'll do a video at 6 or 7. Official numbers might come out later that day and kind of make an idiot out of me. So the last numbers I see weren't that high. The last several days, it almost looks like the rate for every 3 weeks is going down, but I think that's from statistical fluctuations and not seeing all the reporting. Before I saw anyone else talking about it, I talked about it doubling every 3 weeks. They were talking 5-6 weeks, what I saw at the time. I just did calculations and I saw it doubling every 3 weeks. Now most sources are agreeing with that, most information sources. And I paused this a couple of times because of all distractions, but I'm going to finish up, and this one is shorter, unfortunately. But be careful out there, folks.